two music settings right here for depending on how it beats to the music. And then this particular controller will hook up 3 different devices. So the plan is to have 2 of these baking pan lights, and then I also did a 5.5 foot strip light based on acrylic tubing that I bought, clear tubing. Then I just got some spray paint diffuser, glass diffuser that I sprayed on top that gives the same effect. And with that, I can show you part of it here. It's actually still in the works. I got some piping filter, or I guess you'd call it some sort of a foam thing for insulating. I guess it's an insulator for piping with the 3/4 inch inside diameter, which happens to be the diameter of this tubing that I bought. As I mentioned, it used to be clear, and what I did was I sprayed it with a glass spray that you can get to make it, I guess, clouded or whatever you want to call it. And there you see it. It's got actually, you can't really see it inside, but there's actually 2 LED strips running back and forth. And then at the end you have the light, same idea with the phone cord, which you can see there. And I just put a length of it so that way I can have both this, which is, I've also built a wood frame for it, which I'll show you when it's completed. And I'll just have U-bolts hooking it up to a wooden frame just to make it easier to mount. And so I'll have one of these in the middle of my light truss, and then I will have probably either, well, I'll have 2 of these hooked up to the same controller, either 2 up on top of the truss or on top of a stand on top of my DJ facade or something like that. We'll figure something out just to make it look the best I can make it. Maybe even on top of the speakers, who knows. So there you have it. There's my light system so far. I'll probably do a follow-up video once it's all complete. So here's another lighting idea I had. Basically, I just cut a large thin sheet of MDF that you can see on the back side of this. Painted it white, and then connected up a whole bunch of strip lighting, hooked it into an IR controller. This one isn't sound activated, it just basically runs a bunch of light programs, or you can set it to flash or various things. Here's your remote control. It allows you to dim it. You got red, green, blue, a bunch of funky kind of flashy settings, and you can use it as backlighting or uplighting or whatever have you. And then what I'm planning on doing is building a box for this. So it'll sit into a box with a controller mounted inside the box and just have the power cord coming out of it, so that it's just sort of a plug and play, and then I'll have some sort of stand arrangement. Again, I can either put this up on a truss or find a location to be able to mount this maybe between my sub and my tops on the pole in between, just to provide a little variety of what you're looking at. And it's just something I'm experimenting with, so we'll see how that one turns out. And once again, once I get this completed, I'll put this onto a finished product. What I'll do is, when I get my truss, my facade, and all my lights completed, I'll mount it all up and see what it all looks like together. I can show you real quick here just how it works. So you got your remote, you can turn it off, you can turn it on, you can go various colors, greens, white is just all the colors, and then you've got different patterns that you can run. There you go. And you've got different slow, fast. You can change individual colors and what have you. Seems to be working okay. My color things I've still got to get sorted out, but yeah, I mean, it works good. And then I can also change the intensity. Oop, turn it off. I can turn it down in brightness, or I can turn it up if it's too bright for the venue that I'm at, and play with that as, like I say, maybe some uplighting and probably in behind my facade or something like that. All right. We'll see what it looks like when it's all done. And there's my trusses all apart right now. Basically, I've just painted them all semi-gloss black, just to, if the matte I find tends to show too much dirt on any of the fixtures. So I've gone semi-gloss, and hopefully it'll be a little more durable. So the plan is to put these things together. I can make it either anywhere from 4 feet to 6 feet, 8 feet, or 10 feet, depending on the configuration I choose. And I do have 2 tripods that these will mount to, just standard speaker tripods that they mate to. And there you have it. That's what it'll all hopefully look like. Like I said, I'll put a video together at the end showing it all assembled and what it looks like. I hear a lot of comments about these things being chintzy and not very professional looking. I'm going to check it out. It was really inexpensive to make. So we'll see what it looks like. If not, then I'll probably go and buy, an inexpensive truss made out of metal or whatever. But for the amount of gigs that I do, I think this will be more than adequate. There you have it. There is number 1 panel complete. I've got to do 4 more. It's actually quite quick. And I'll just turn it around here. And you can see how I've fastened it on the back. Just really, really small screws with some washers to distribute the amount of weight on the plastic panel. And it actually turned out really well. It's quite solid, and can't wait to try out with the lights, which incidentally, there we have light number 1 all done up, and you can see I'm quite far through panel 2. I just got to hook up the electrics, and I've put the little T-bar on that I mentioned on both of them, so we'll have twin lights basically, along with my other light, which is this one right here, which I've still got in the works. I'm just waiting for the lacquer to dry on the wood panel, and then I'll put U-bolts on it, and it should be all fastened up and ready to go. All right. Yeah, it's kind of hard to film yourself with a tablet, so I'm using a Samsung Tab S 8-inch tablet, and here we go, my attempt at filming myself. I've put all of these little projects together. You can see most of them are incomplete. We'll see how it all looks when it's done, and check it out. I'll keep posting updates to this DIY forum, and if you have any questions on how I've done things, just send me an email or a text or whatever,